Hello there. Welcome to the React Masterclass by My Project Ideas. I'm Mohit, your tutor, and today we're gonna see what are the props and how to pass the data between the components or to the component. So these are the things we are going to cover in this tutorial today, like what are the props, how to use the props to pass the data inside components, and how to pass the functions as props. So first of all, let's see what are props. Props, in short, we will call it props, but it resembles properties. Props are a way to pass the data inside the components or supply data to the component. Props are passed in the component function as a parameter, or you can say the object of parameters. So, for example, this syntax is here written like props here we have passed, and this is a component, functional component. And we can pass the both static and dynamic data inside the props. And now we will further see how the props work. So in the previous tutorial, we have made the components inside of our project. So let's just remove all of that thing. So I have also removed that component folder completely. So I will create a new one inside the src folder. And inside the components, I will define a new component called like this component.jsx. I will create it ASAP and I will see. So now how to pass the props. So inside of the here, inside these parentheses, I will type props. And now props are here. And how to use those props right now, that is a different question. So to use the props inside of a project. So this prop is data coming from somewhere else or from the parent of this particular component. So to use this data, we have to define the curly braces, which is also called a dynamic code block. We will see in the next tutorial. So we will suppose that we have passed something like name to this component, name as a data field. So we will define props dot name here. So anything that is resembling this name inside of this component will appear here. For example, let's go to the app.jsx and let's import this component here. And now what we can do is remove this one and I can use this component. And inside of this component, I can pass name, which will be equal to a string called like my name is Mohit. Okay, fine. And make sure our project is running or not. Let's run our project first. Okay, now it's running and let's go. As you can see, my name is appearing here. So what we have done right here? So what we have done is we have just passed this name data parameter into this particular component. And these are called props. And this components just extracted this data here and displayed the data. For example, we can show it like this is the name property passed here. So let's see the project. So this is the name property passed here, Mohit. Suppose I can pass anything here except for names. Like, for example, I have passed something like 5. So if I see the browser, it is reflected 5. And if I see like something else or something else value, so hello React. So if I see inside of the browser, it is reflected hello React. As you can see, you can pass any kind of properties or any kind of data type into the properties. So now it's time to pass the multiple props. So what I have to do is like this is the age of person. So this will be like props.age. Inside of the app, just similar to the name, which was like John. do. So we can also pass the age. So age will be like 25 or maybe 21, whatever you think. So this age will display here. Sorry. Okay, now let's just check the browser. Okay. So the name property passed here is John Doe, and this is the age of person 21. But actually, I think there should be a line break inside of this component so that I can display it clearly. And now let's just see this thing. So this is the name property of passed here John Doe, and this is the age of person 21. Just similar to that, you can create the multiple things like John. Sorry, not okay. Three components are enough. So instead of John Doe, Jane Doe, and her age is 19. And instead of this one, we can say it Mike with, and its age will be 25. Now, as we will see the browser, it is reflected like this. The name property passed here, John Doe. This is the age of person. As you can see that it is reflected for every other person. So this is how you can pass the data inside of your components. So now we will see how to pass the functions as props. So what are the functions? So this logic is of the UI part. The function is just defined inside of the component for the business logic. For example, like I will create a function here, cons logic arrow function, inside of which it will show log like this is app.jsx file, as you can see. And to call this function, we just have to call this logic here like this. Okay, fine. So what will happen now? So if I go to the browser, if I open the inspect command and I will see the console, this thing is appearing like app.jsx11. This is app.jsx file. As you can see, because the app.jsx is the parent file or the parent component of the all components. So that's why it is appearing here. Suppose that we want to pass this function inside this component. So we have to cancel the call here. State we have to pass it inside here. Like and let me remove those things, otherwise it is complicated. And now it is called function function call, which will equal to logic. Fine. And now what we will do is go to this component instead of here. Instead of calling the logic inside of the app.jsx, call it here like this props dot function call. Function call, yes, fine. And now what is inside this logic will be executed inside of this component. And now let's just see the browser. Okay, as you can see, the only single component right now. I will refresh this thing. Now I will open the inspect component. So as you can see, this is the app.jsx file, which is executed inside of our particular component. So if I want to copy this particular component times, that number of times this line will appear inside of the inspect project. As you can see, there are 4 components instances. That's why there are the four console logs in. This is how you pass the logical functions to the component as props. So now here are the things to know about the props. You can give any number of props to a component. Their name should be distinct. Yes, their name should be distinct, otherwise it will give an error. You can use any kind of name without spaces. And props are basically the objects passed from one component to another component. So in this case, our parent component app.js, and the parent component passes the data or functions as props to the children component. so that children components can make use of the data and functions. You can use as many as instances of the components now and just experiment with passing different kind of data to the same component. Okay, so fine. What we have learned throughout this tutorial was how to use props and how to define props in a component, how to use. So from the next tutorial, we are going to see what is a dynamic code block that we have talked about while using those props. And we will dive in depth for the dynamic code block, how to use, and when to use the block inside of the React project. So I'm very excited to see you in the next tutorial.